For Off the Block, I'm Vane Lips, and we are now joined by Jay Hosack, the head coach of the U.S. Men's Junior National Team, and coach up in Lake Placid. It's the end of your training session. You've had an opportunity in the last few days to play Brazil in some exhibition matches, and I ask, how would you assess your team's performance taking on Brazil?
Well, if anybody got a chance to watch the live streams that we've been having the last couple of days, the first set yesterday, or 2 days ago, was a little shaky. We came out and kind of made some mental errors and mental lapses, and they ended up smoking us pretty badly in the first game. But the next three games were deuce games, and we won one of those. So we didn't really care so much about how the night ended. We just cared about getting better every game, and we definitely did that. And then last night, we made some adjustments and got a chance to watch some film and see some things that we did good and see some things that we can work on. And we ended up taking it to them and beating them 3-0. And then we just played a fourth set just for the heck of it. They beat us by 2 in that one. But I just really felt like we improved upon the things that we were doing the night before. And that's all we can really care about right now. We're not winning any championships in Lake Placid. What we're doing is we're building the foundations that we can use when we're out there in the Czech Republic. And so I felt good about that performance last night. The guys felt good about it. And today is going to be, another chance for us to showcase what we've been working on and see if we can get better. And I think we can. I think we've got some guys that do some nice things both behind the service line and at the net. And I'm really excited to see how far this team can go.
Right, Coach, as we sit here on Sunday afternoon talking, you've played 2 games against Brazil, got 2 more coming up before you leave for the Czech Republic. So in these first 2 games, who have been maybe 1 or 2 players that you feel has really played well for you guys?
Micah Ma has done a really nice job of setting the ball. He's got good tempo. He's got good feet. He gets a lot of balls that a lot of guys can't, and he makes good decisions. He's a good blocker. So, those are all good things for us. I think our middles, George Human's done a nice job. He's putting a couple balls down. He's throwing some balls down. We like what he's doing. And I think if you look at Austin and Dylan and Jordan and Brett, our outside hitters, all 4 of them are kind of interchangeable right now, and all 4 of them are both passing well and serving well. And those are things that we need them to do. They got some ball control. So, I don't think anybody is necessarily standing out head and shoulders above the others, but I think just as a team, we're finding our identity and kind of what we can hang our hat on and say, look, when the chips don't fall, this is something that we can definitely continue to do. And I think we're figuring that out about ourselves, and we're real scrappy, and we've got some really quick offensive arms. So if we can just keep working on being steady and not going up and down, I think we're going to be all right.
Yeah, and just going off that, Jay, do you feel that that's going to be some of the strengths of this team going into the World Championship? Just the quick arms that you guys have, and sounds like the ability to extend rallies.
Yeah, we're digging a lot of balls. Our back row is definitely and I'll give credit to our front row. They're slowing a lot of balls down and creating a lot of channels where the guys are standing behind them. So that helps out to play defense behind the lot. When guys on the other side are just banging away at will, it doesn't really matter where you stand in the back if there's no hands in front of them, or they've got only one guy in front of them. It's pretty tough for us to be successful, but. Our block's doing a nice job of being in front, and then our defenders are just, they're just standing there kind of waiting for the ball to happen to hit them, or they're moving quickly to get it. They got a real large range of defensive motion, so, and that's all good. So I think being scrappy, could become something that we rely upon and frustrate a few teams here and there.
All right, and final question for you, Jay, because I know you got to get going. Looking at these next 2 matches or exhibition matches coming up, what's maybe 1 or 2 areas you want to see your team improve upon?
I'd like to see us continue to become more aggressive from the service line. We tend to get a little tentative when somebody before us makes a mistake, or maybe when we haven't made a couple of serves in on our own. And the next time we get around that, we're kind of getting the yips back there a little bit, and it tends to hurt us. But we got to continue to be aggressive and go through our process and our focus and routine, and just go up and bang away and feel good about it. So. We got some good float servers in the gym. George and Scott and Micah all have really wicked float serves that can be real weapons for us. So, you know, if our spinners can go ahead and go through and put some good heat on the ball and hit some seams, I feel good about that. But if our float servers can take them on a system too, I think that's the one area that I'd like to really see us improve upon. And I think next couple of days, I think that'll be a good test for us.